So I think we can start in any case. If someone is join us later, it's okay. So let's move forward. We are welcoming you at our today's webinar. Calcitio makes second event about Atlassian Universal Tool. Today we discuss Confluence, which is usually considered as a kind of corporate knowledge-based administration tool, a corporate Wikipedia, but we think Confluence is much more powerful and could be used also as a part of customer journey map, as a self-service portal for clients or maybe business partners or employees. And we show you today some tips, some tools, some maybe basics about Confluence setup and its use. So let's move forward. Our today's agenda, it's a few words about Calcitio, about our company, how we can be useful for your business. We will speak about Atlassian ecosystem and Atlassian as a corporation themselves. And of course, the majority of the time will be about Confluence, and we will try to focus our attention on a client portal based on Confluence. Of course, live demo and couple of real-world examples and best practices. So now I give a word to my colleague, Oleg Koz, Chief Technical Officer of the Calcitio company. So Oleg, it's your turn, please. Could you please tell us a little bit about Calcitio company?
Thanks, Boris, and hi everyone. Happy to be here with you today. And yes, I'm Oleg, and I look after technology in our company group. And we have got people working all over the world with real offices in Cyprus, Germany, and even in sunny Portugal. That's where I'm calling from today. And in Europe, we run two main brands. It's APD and Calcitio. Calcitio is focused on system integration and IT consulting. APD takes care of distribution, its software, hardware, infrastructure. And together, that means that we can cover the full journey, like digital transformation, automation, enterprise infrastructure. So everything is under one roof. And we mostly work in the European Union, but we also help clients expand into more complex regions like CIS and Central Asia. And our mission is very clear. To be the reliable partner you can count on, no matter how ambitious your technology goals are. So, and we don't just drop off hardware or plug-in software. We help companies build a foundation where tools, infrastructure, data, and automation can actually work together. And of course, digital transformation isn't about the isolated system. It's about creation one smart ecosystem that can scale with the business. And that's what we focus on, making sure that everything is connected, efficient, and adds real value. And today, we will show you how Confluence can take what used to be just an internal wiki and turn it into something much bigger, a true game changer for the way companies work. And it's not only about storing documents, it's about creating a living knowledge hub where teams collaborate, process stay transparent, and even your external customers, for example, can directly benefit through dedicated portals. So first of all, I would like to say a few words about Atlassian because it's a big company and it was born in Australia and started by two university friends who didn't have a budget for sales or marketing. So they decided to do one thing reality. build products that teams actually love using. And it's worked. Today, more than 300,000 companies worldwide rely on Atlassian. And it's not just about IT. A common misconception here is that Atlassian is just for developers, but the truth is it's used by HR, it can be used by legal department, by operation, procurement, customer support, and of course it could be IT and engineering. And Atlassian has grown into a global tech leader over than 12,000 employees and with a big revenue and market valuated around $70 billion. And it's becomes a digital backbone for organization of all sizes, from small startups to global names like NASA, Tesla, Mercedes, and Airbnb, LinkedIn, for example. So the question is, why do so many teams choose Atlassian? And because it's the central platform that ties modern business together. AI and automation, analytics, DevOps and ITIL, service management, and cross-team collaboration. And it supports structured workflows, knowledge sharing, agile practice, and it's flexible enough to fit almost any industry. And of course, when I talk about Atlassian, we usually talking about two key products. First one is Jira for workflows and collaboration, and the second one is Confluence for knowledge and content management. Jira helps teams move faster with structure and ownership. Confluence keeps knowledge in one place and make it accessible to everyone. And together they form a powerful ecosystem where teams communicate better, deliver faster, and stay aligned every in very complex organization. So there are typical pain points we see in almost every company. It's scattered documents, duplicated efforts, and slow response, and frustrated teams. And this is exactly why Confluence exists, because right after the problem, we need to talk about the solution. And Confluence has a lot of advantages. It's will be on the next slide. You will see, and it seamless integration with Jira and Jira Service Management, the ability to quickly build and ready-to-use knowledge base and connect it directly to the first line support. And it's just the beginning. Confluence has a lot of advantages. On this slide, you can see the main ones. And one important point that Confluence can still run on your own services on premises. Atlassian officially last week officially announced that the server support will end in 2029, and the future is cloud-first approach. But for many enterprises, having this option today is still a big adventure. We expect that Atlassian to offer hybrid or private cloud models, and next year we will know more about their roadmap. And Confluence also comes with countless integrations like Google Drive, SharePoint. It has a modern visual editor, real-time co-editing, built-in whiteboards for brainstorming, and a big library of templates. So you can start with best practices right away. And the truth is, there is no real alternative to Confluence for nowadays. No other platform offers the same mix of flexibility, customization, and user experience. That's why the combination of Confluence with other Atlassian tools is the leading standard for knowledge management and collaboration at the enterprise level. So, Boris, I see your hand. Do you want to say something?
Yes, yes. On the bottom, we see that Confluence could be also integrated with Google Drive and SharePoint. And I would like to pay attention that Confluence, it's not the alternative for the Google Drive or SharePoint or OneDrive. It's addition, and they work together much better when only SharePoint or only Confluence. And it's also misconvenient that, okay, let's replace, for example, SharePoint or Google Drive to Confluence. No, you do not need to replace. You need to combine and unleash the powerful and advantages of each of them.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. You are right that it's just about integration and ability to have your data in the different system and see everything in one like Confluence. So, and now I believe let's move from theory to practice. And at Call CTO, we have worked with large enterprises in different industries, and we have seen how Atlassian tools create a real impact far beyond IT. So finance, HR, procurement, as I said, there are all areas where Jira and Confluence can bring structure, speed, and clarity. So let me show you a few examples of how we made this work in real life. So when we talk about real use cases with Confluence, most often it's companies that are already in a stage of transformation, where they start to realize how important is to manage knowledge properly. The first step is to agree on clear standards for storing and maintaining documentation. This gives users fast access to the right information, and at the same time allows other systems to integrate with it and get quick answer when they need it. So in reality, we often see that knowledge in companies is spread everywhere. It could be Word files, PDFs, shared drives, or sometimes just in the heads of the engineers or on sticky notes on their desks. So Confluence helped turn that chaos into a structured knowledge base with clear access rules. Uh, One strong example is integration with Service Desk. And what is the case about? When a user create a ticket, the knowledge base can automatically suggest similar solutions that reduce pressure on the first line and speeds up resolution times, improves SLAs, and increase user satisfaction. So, and to summarize it up, Confluence is extremely flexible by design. It can store knowledge in almost anywhere, from simple text pages to attachments, words, and PDF files. It supports and import. It can support import and export real-time code editing, and not only for text but also for tables. So this level of flexibility means that every company can shape Confluence into the exact knowledge management system that fits their business. And we have mm, covered a little theory, but Confluence is better to understand when you see it in action. And Vitaly will now show you a live demo, and you will see how easy and fast it's to work with. So, Vitaly, please, it's your turn.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you today. Yes, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Boris. You're absolutely right. This is a good software or cloud solution for now that allows you to do really simple and useful things like creating pages, editing, and so on. And we'll take a look at all of this today. Of course, it's not a complicated scenario. We'll walk through the basics because it covers it all. And let's start with search. Then we'll switch to creation and editing, and I'll tell you something about it. After that, we'll take a look about on collaboration tools, which we can use here in Confluence. We'll see how we can easily integrate it with Jira. Of course, we'll talk about permissions, restrictions, so security system of Confluence, because obviously sometimes you need to separate, and make some content restricted. So now we're looking at Confluence Cloud main page. And as you can see, it has a pretty simple design. And first of all, as I promised, we'll take a look at the search, because one of the most important features, one of the most important advantages of Confluence is that you have a really powerful tools for finding information. And the shorter time you are seeking for information, the better your results, of course. So here we have just for today's example, I choose one of the spaces, but I'll show you all of them, and we'll be talking about employee onboarding. But as we can see, here we can see the recent visited pages or something like this. And if we just write down the support, we'll have all related IT support space, team, platform support, and so on. And please take a look here. Now we have a rover built in to the cloud solutions of Atlassian. And rover, it's an AI assistant who can help us to find information more easily. So let's take it and try to do this. And here we have all related articles for our questions. So it also can be really helpful. So again, to sum up, with this search engine, we can easily access to any spaces and any pages in the spaces we are related to. And of course, we can improve and make this search more complicated, but for now, it's important to know it's always available and it's really powerful and helps you to get needed information in seconds. So let's move on. And after you find your information you needed, or before that, you need to, or other people, of course, they need to create it. So here we have a simple example space. Yep, because all of this is an sample installation of cloud instance. Yep, it's pre-filled with some information, so we can just take a look at it like it will be on live instances. So here we have a little onboarding space. What is space? It's a place where we can combine all information related to it. For example, in this case, we have an onboarding space, of course. We have some front page. It's a template front page, so Confluence provide you with ready templates, and it's really, really useful and comfortable to work with. I'll show you it in details a little bit further, but here we have this one, our page tree, our current page. Page tree is another great tool because you can combine pages inside of the space by terms or something like this. So let's, for example, move on here and say we need to implement some changes to this page. As you can see, it's really easily, we can see the current author editor, and in this case, now it's only me as editor, but you can collaborate with your colleagues in real time and work on one page, on one document at a time. It can be really useful. And again, about data consistency and all of this, if I make some edits on this page, we can always go here in the version history and see that this is current version 3, and we have all versions were done before. So we can roll back anytime to this if we need this, and of course every time we can find who was an editor and so on. So let's go to some maybe live scenario, and imagine that our employer onboarding space now wanted to be extended to employer onboarding and offboarding. Let's say we just need to do this like this. And for example, we will add one separate branch for offboarding. We create a page, name it offboarding main, and let's say we want to use some pre-defined templates. We have a lot of them, all of them provided by Atlassian for us. And let's say we'll just add here the simple how-to article. So it's our main page in the offboarding blog. We just publish it, and here, that's it. Of course, we can edit it, add some instructions, and we'll have a ready-to-go offboarding main page with general instruction for offboarding process. And let's imagine that in this section, we want to collect all offboarding processes we are working on. So we create a page inside of this offboarding. And here I want to show you one more thing. We can not only use the predefined templates from Atlassian, but also create and use our own. I've prepared it earlier, but here, my own offboarding template, it was created by me. So, and here we can create any template for our purposes and use it. I'm not a, big have big experience in design, but even with my hands, with my experience, these pages looks not so bad. So here you can see like Rova provided the summary for me. It was an AI generated title because it was empty. But here we have one page for every user. So we just make publish, and that's all. So this is how easily we can create new pages based on templates or even from scratch. Because as you can see, the visual editor is really simple, and you don't need any experience with HTML or something like this. Simple, recognizable tools like tables, sections, layouts. If you need to separate it 2 columns or 3 columns, no problem. And visual elements, which are named macroses. And they also lets you to combine and integrate Jira with Confluence with Jira, obviously. Just for demonstration, we can do it like this. For example, I know it's not in this scenario, but still, let's imagine we want to show for our visitors, for our page, for our portal, current actual work in Jira, what we're working about. So that's it. They already integrated from a box, and here we can place our Jira tasks here in Confluence, and many other options. So we had a look at page history. Yep, collaborations. Here you can see another tools for collaborating. It's user mentions and This checkbox is named tasks. And if we go here in my personal profile, Confluence automatically combine all of this into good, simple lists, which were created by me, which assigned to me. If I'll check it here, of course, I need to refresh page. It will be checked here. So doesn't matter where this checkbox were created. You can find it in your personal profile, and be sure you're not missing anything. So let's move to our last topic for today, and it's about sharing and restrictions. Of course, every space can be restricted to limited number of users. It's not a problem. But Confluence about collaborating, about sharing information. So it's better idea to add as much more users to space as it can be, but limit the access for sensitive information. Like, let's say this is our sensitive information. We just click here, and with 2 clicks, we can restrict the access to this page. In this case, only for me. So now only I can see this page and only I can work on it. We can, of course, add, for example, maybe they don't need it. Alana, who can view, and somebody else to only edit. So it's a simple way and quick way to keep your information secured if it needed, or share it with the whole internet. And maybe maybe that's all. You know, I can talk about a Confluence for all day long, but it's maybe the main things and main features what we can see. Oh, and one more thing, of course. You can just watch the content, be a subscriber. So if you have, I don't know, some page you want to know about all changes, just click like this. And every time the page will be edited, you will receive a notification and will be up to date.
Great, Vitaly. Thank you so much. I would like also to mention that Confluence has a whiteboard, which is also a great collaborative tool, but not for the text information, for visual mind mapping, visual creating the structure, and it also allows to multi-edit, to see in real life who is doing the addition, as well as see the history, share it, etc., etc. So whiteboard is also, I would say, quite nice internal tool which costs nothing, which is included into the package, and it's a kind of, let's say, the analog of Miro, but into the Confluence. So also
Exactly.
use
I was so excited,
so collaboration.
totally forgot to tell about the whiteboards. Another great tool. So now you can see it on your screens. And yep, it's similar to Miro, but it's built in, and really important thing that you have, again, every information in one place. So the whiteboard or page, or even the things names database, it's a table. Yep, all of this is packed in one space, and you can easily find it anytime. Thank you, Boris, for addition.
Not at all. So there is no need to jump between the tools after we save to SharePoint, share the link to your colleagues, etc., etc. So again, probably it looks like, yeah, but it's a minute. But if we keep minutes for this, minutes for this, minutes for this during the day for a lot of people, it's a real efficiency. Efficiency, it's not about boosting performance on 300%. It's about keeping the minutes, minute or maybe even seconds per day per each employer, and it's finally gives the company boost of their performance and P&L. Okay, let's continue with our presentation. Thank you so much, Vitaly, for your live demo experience. And I would like to say a few words. Just a second, please. About best practice tips and short summarize of our today's meetings. So first of all, there are let's say three layers of how Confluence could unleash its powerful and even very powerful tools. If it doesn't use or doesn't contain the right information, it's useless. So first of all, it's about access management. And access could be, as Vitaly shows us, to the page layer, to the section, or to the space. And it's gives to the companies great tool to leverage the data access. The second, of course, and it's maybe my best one, in big or medium companies, it's a very good practice to have a kind of corporate librarian. The person who is full-time or maybe part-time will be responsible for the Confluence structure, for the information up to date, and who also will motivate other people to collaborate, to create the content and to use it. Standard templates can keep the time then you are creating the pages in Confluence, as Vitaly showed us. Jira and Slack integration, it's about the notification. Again, if you are use Confluence in the company, it's a very nice and important thing to create a kind of motivation system worldwide inside the company to adopt newcomers and to motivate the existing staff to use it. Of course, it's about personalization, because you can create personal dashboard, personal notification and task. You can create even a private space for ideas, sharing and learning inside your team, for example. You can create and save your templates as well as share them. Favorite and quick links could help you to find the right chapter, the right section or space quicker. And of course, you can do a kind of monthly self-retrospective in Confluence. It's a kind of agile standard. And if we speak about client portal, Confluence as a client portal tools, it could be dedicated space for the clients, internal or external or partners. Of course, it's again about the access control to the information. It's about the visualization, so it could even look like a branded portal, but created without no one programmers, just inside the Confluence. Shared knowledge and friendly asked questions, as well as inside any Confluence page. It could be a collaboration of your clients and partners, or maybe your employers. And of course, it's again central communication hub. So we are almost finished our today webinar. Thanks a lot for your time. We tackle your challenges, so we are your trust advisors and your trust partner in digital transformation of your project, in your agility, and just call us, call CTO to get advice, to get the estimation of your task, budget, time estimation of your task, to see any alternative way of solving your problem and issues. Feel free to reach me out. This is my contact. So you can find me in Telegram, in LinkedIn by QR code, or on my mobile. And remember, sometimes it's better call CTO before it's not too late. Thanks a lot for your time. Maybe my colleagues would like to add something. Oleg? Nice time.
I think we pay everything, and in short, Confluence was not just an internal wiki, and it connects corporate standards, personal productivity, and client communication all in one system. And that's why it becomes a real everyday tool for the teams. So I think we will say more in our future webinars. And for now, thank you for your attention and see you next time. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, everybody. See you. Have a nice day to you.
Bye-bye. See you.